Welcome to American Dream Vacations. We're going to go over Unit 1848. This will be your orientation. First, we're going to start with our keys. Your forward engine key starts the ignition. Key tag. Key says 751. That's going to control the locks on these types right here. Okay. You have another one that says BRD, and that's going to open up the locks on these. Your door keys. You have two door keys, one round and the other one. The round one goes here and the other one's for your deadbolt, goes up here. Okay? Moving forward, these two compartments right here are storage. This furnace right here is for the inside, so be careful, it's going to be hot. Here we have our propane tank. You have a gauge right here that tells you how much gas you have left. The yellow part is where they would fill the propane up if you were to take it to a filling station. You do not have to bring us back any propane. You may use as much as you like. And this is the valve to turn it off and on. Okay? You can leave it on the whole time. It's perfectly safe. It's basically for emergencies only. You have speakers outside, one here and one over there. Those speakers receive the signal from the radio in the bedroom inside. You have your outdoor TV, the remote controls are inside. You have your hydraulic bay and your batteries right here. Please do not use this as storage. It's for maintenance only. You have electrical outlets here. The electrical outlets only work when the generator is on or you're plugged into a shore power such as a campsite or house. Okay? You have an outdoor kitchen. Refrigerator, the little Velcro strips right here hold the door closed. Your sink, cabinets, light, and the drain has a pump underneath. The pump is engaged up under here, okay? You'll notice that if you try to put water in it, it won't drain. Turn this on and the pump will automatically send it to your gray tanks. Unit 1816 does not have this built-in kitchen. It has a void here, so you can use this area for storage instead, okay? Here we have another storage compartment. Right up here, you can use this to fill up your fresh water tanks. All you do is we're going to provide you with a garden hose. You stick the garden hose in here and you fill it up until it overflows with water. Once it's full and overflows, you can check your gauges inside to make sure your sensors say that it's full. You have a ladder here. The ladder is for maintenance of the roof only and no other reason. You have a storage compartment here where we keep in our heavy-duty electrical cable. Our electrical cable is a 50 amp service. This end right here plugs in over here. Specifically fits into a certain spot. You'll find the groove. Then you have 50 amp service. This right here is 50 amp service. This will get you the 2 air conditioners of use on the roof, and this will also get you all of the appliances inside. If you go to a campsite and they only have 30 amp service, then you use this adapter, and this is your 30 amp service right here. This, you can only use one air conditioner on the roof, one or the other, doesn't matter, and everything inside. If you want to go to the house and charge the batteries, keep everything cold inside, keep the fridge cold, then you're going to use this right here. But because this is rated, say, 15-20 amps, you can't use your rooftop air conditioner while using this while plugged in at anybody's house or wherever it is. Okay, you can only use everything inside. So just again, you can use no air conditioners, but everything inside will work. One air conditioner and everything inside will work. Or you can have your 50 amp service with both air conditioners and full service for everything inside. Okay? We have our sewage area here. It's pretty simple. You have your hose. You have the cap that sits back up in here. It just covers this piece here. Alright. When you get to the place you're going to, you can stick this up underneath. This whole piece turns, so you can angle it down, and that way you can shut the door if you have to. Or you can just have it out like this. Just be very careful with it. You don't want to make a mess. You stick this on, twist and lock into place. Then once you get to the other side, you have 4 different types of fittings. First you have the one that slides on, and then 3 twisted connections. You can take this off, put it into the dump station. Whichever one that fits in, go ahead and thread it in or slide it in, connect it. Once you get it connected, you have your two tanks. You have your black tank, which is your toilet, and your gray tank, which is your sink and shower water. You pull the black first, all that toilet water is going to come flowing up out of here and into the hole. Once it's done, you close the tank off, pull your gray line, and your sink and shower water will clean that line out because it's got soap in it from when you were taking a shower. Once it's done, you go ahead and close that off also, and then you're done. If you feel like your black tank is not clean enough, you can always take the garden hose that we provide you and connect it to your Santa flush right here. It's a threaded fitting, so you just hook it on here, hook the other end to your water service, turn it on, and it'll shower the inside of your black tank. Then you just go ahead and dump it again. Once you get done, put everything away, and you're good to go. All right, next we have our generator. The generator, let's see here. The generator has a start, stop, prime button right here. Where we're gonna work this is inside the RV, it has the same thing, a stop and a prime button. Typically gonna use that one inside, but for demonstration purposes, we're gonna use it outside. We're gonna hit the stop prime button until the red light comes on, that primes the engine, and then we're gonna hold the start button until it's all the way on. You have your circuit breakers right here. If they trip, they'll be in the mid position somewhere, and you always turn them all the way off and then turn them on. Okay, here's also your oil fill right here. If you're gonna be gone for an extended period of time, you might wanna check your oil, make sure you have enough. It takes 1540. That's something that you can buy on your own because when you leave out of here, it's always full. With your generator is gonna work your rooftop air, and it's also gonna work all of your appliances, your electrical 110 outlets. Without the generator, you need to either be plugged into a campsite or you're not going to have any at all. There is an inverter provided on board, but it's only going to give you temporary 120 volt service. So just be mindful of that. Also, your generator is going to drink about 1 gallon of gasoline per hour from the same engine or from the same tank that the engine drinks. Okay, so when you also get to a quarter tank of gas left, then the siphon is going to stop to the generator and it's going to stop. So before you get to wherever you're going, make sure you fill up, so in case you're going to be using your generator most of the time, you'll have plenty of gas. You won't have to unhook and go fill up with gas again. All right. To put your cover on, start from the bottom and hook it in like that, and you pop it into place. Okay. You have an outside shower right here. The outside shower will not work unless you are hooked in with your city water connection here or your water pump is on. All right, you have hot and cold service. This little switch right here turns the water off and on. 1 second. Back here we have our water hose. On the end, you're going to have a water regulator. It may be blue like this one, or it'll be brass with an orange head on it. Okay? Either way, you must have one of these pieces on at all times when you're using water service from someone else, because the lines inside of here are all plastic. City water pressure is too much for the lines inside here, so it'll blow them off. So make sure you have this regulator on at all times, and please bring it back. It is an accountable item. To connect to your city water, you simply put this in here and thread it in, and you're good to go. Okay? Over here we have more storage. Up top we have our hot water heater. Okay, there's really no need for you to access that unless there's a troubleshooting that needs to happen. More storage here, and more storage in here. Oh, one last thing, with your hoses here, when you get to the campsite, a lot of people think that they should just go ahead and leave the valves open because they're hooked in. Well, you shouldn't do that. What you should do, you can do that with your gray line because your sink and shower water is just going to run out. But you kind of want to keep that in reserve so that when you do get ready to pull your black line, it'll rinse it all out. But with your black, you want to keep it closed a lot of the time, and maybe pull your black every other day or so, because you want the solid waste to build up with the water and with the pressure flow all out at the same time. All right, so do not leave your valves open. Maybe pull them out every other day. On the front we have one last key, and that goes to the engine compartment. And we also have our side camera markers, so when you turn your blinkers on, you get left blinker will come on over here for the camera. The camera is in the dash, and with the right blinker, you have another camera on the other side. Okay? I think that covers everything. So let's go on inside.